back, ladies and gentlemen, to one of our main segments in this morning's edition of The Breakfast Show, where we take a look at a very crucial topic, which is the changing of behavior after the 25th of January revolution. Of course, there has been a noticeable change in people's behavior after the revolution, which has had a big impact. We've noticed that some people have turned out to be more positive, turning out to be more ambitious and serious, whilst others have not been that fortunate. However, to tell us more details about this topic, we're joined this morning in the studio by Dr. Hashim Biheri, a professor of psychiatry from Al-Azhar University. Thank you very much, Professor, for joining us this morning.
Thanks.
So, Doctor, just like Amjad said, we definitely sense a difference in the attitude of people on the streets. And some might say that it is a good thing. Others would say it is chaotic. How do you see the main features of change?
Let's go to the personality definition. Personality means attitude, behavior, how we react, how we act. And it is related to two main topics coming from a very old topic, which is civilizations. It is in our genes, coming from 7,000 years ago. And it is related to our behavior coming from Pharaohs, Jewish, Christians, Muslims. It is layers over each other and forming our behavior. And this is our original behavior. And we saw it in Tahrir Square, how we are melted together. No discriminations at all between social or financial or religious differences. This cohesion is our genetics. The culture coming from the last 50 to 100 years. This, of course, be disturbed. And we saw the impact of it on our behavior in the street. Because all of us pressed. And when you have this pressure in your life, it goes to change it to sadness, depression, then it moves to aggression. The aggression goes to two ways: aggression to outside or toward yourself inside. This is what we called it after Eric Berne transaction analysis theory, about maybe 25 years ago. And he explained this aggression to outside to release your pressure. And we sit in the easy nervousness. You saw these fights in our cars, in the traffics, and family conflicts was very easily in our life, and we see it many, many times. Towards ourselves, we sit in the high rate of addiction in our society because we are humiliating ourselves. We are killing ourselves. So this is the behavioral changes. When we went from these culture changes to civilization original behavior in Tahrir, we found ourselves. But because there is no main goal to our society after the Tahrir Square January revolution.
Not main goal, you mean a united one?
Yes. Regarding the history, all the nations be united after one goal or two main goals. You will reunite all the layers together. But when there is no goal, they goes back to these discriminations, and each layer fight for their for their life, for their money,
for their interests in general. And that's the division we have actually perceived right after the revolution.
Yes, the returning back to the culture problems we have now, waiting for the reunite again after one goal or two goals. We have, I think, a goal after Dr. Zuhail, which is the scientific goal, and after Dr. Baz, which is the agriculture goal. And I think, from my point of view, we have to go after them. We have to go for this goal, to reunite again, and goes to our civilization back.
Doctor, surely you've been observing some of the positive and the negative changes after the revolution. Would you say that there seems to be a bit of a tendency towards nervousness at the moment with some of the instabilities and insecurities we're seeing, even just the presence of the army, even though in some cases it is a comfort, in other cases it could lead to some kind of maybe nervousness, or since they are quite a foreign look to our country?
Yeah, I think it's to be expected when you have a long time waiting for something to be happened and nothing there, and you have many divisions and subdivisions in the political power. We have many parties and sub-parties and parties united, then they are to be divided, and you don't know what is going on. And you can ask anyone in the street, do you have any idea about what is going on? No one knows. Someone will find him in the media and has a political view about the future. 1 week later, has a complete different point of view. And you don't know why he changed it. There is no transparency at all. So we don't know. So this is the main source of this looseness and, of course, this nervousness. So they will have this confrontation because the army and the government is the authority. And all of us against the authority which has no transparency and no way to talk directly. And I think this is the proper time now to be transparent again and to discuss it. And I find the government must face the people about the difficulties we have. We have these difficulties. Let's face it together and find a way to solve it. The government is not the gods. They are people like us, have a lot of problems, and you have to think about it. And I'm not asking them to solve it like that. Let's share it together, and we'll find a way. Maybe we can't do something for this conflict, and we have to not to resolve the conflict. Maybe we can manage it for a while. Then we'll maybe after 1 year to solve it. So let's discuss it together, and this will minimize the tension.
Like you've said, there has been a point in time when Egypt was totally united, all in cohesion, and then divisions started to surface once again. A lot of people have been calling for next Friday to be one of solidarity and unity once again, even though there are very different political views and maybe demands as well. Each group sees different things as a priority. Knowing about the psychology of the person, do you think they could see the danger that is coming? They could maybe really unite once again like it used to be in January?
Let's have a little example coming from our families. When you have a birthday party, you have many persons. Each one of us has his own goals, his ways, his attitudes. And because there is a party and we have something to celebrate, there is a one goal, all differences be melted. You don't see it. We are one unit coming for this celebration. When you have someone you invite in your family and you are enthusiastic to serve, maybe you have a little shock when you are running in your home. You don't feel it. You feel it after the party.
That's very true.
Yes. This is why we are, even if we have differences, but we have main goal. We have this solidarity. We have it, and I really have a big hope that we'll see it together. But I think we have to find the goal. We find something to run for it, to work together, hand by hand, hand to hand, shoulder to shoulder, to be together again. But in this situation, because we don't have this goal.
So what do you think should be the greater cause at the moment? The one that would really reunite the people once again?
I don't know. I don't know the main goal, but this is what we have regarding Zuwail or Elbaz or many things else. We can find it again. We can find it from the youth themselves. When we have, I think after January, we saw the little boys and girls who are serving in the streets, cleaning and painting the street there. We found it very useful, and I was very happy for this unity between boys and girls at that time. And I think we have to ask them how we can unite you as a youth, and ask ourselves how to be one unit. We have to raise it in the media, how we can recollect our power again, because each one of us now looking after and behind his leg, and this is very selfishness. And of course we are asking about our goals, individual goals. But when we have something major, I'm not going for asking for myself only. I'm going to ask for myself and you and others. And this is makes the unity again.
Absolutely. Doctor, now of course Egypt has received a lot of worldwide attention and a lot of people have been watching us and following up on the Egyptian story and the revolution. How do you think that the outside world's new image of Egypt helped its people to promote themselves and actually change their behavior to become more positive?
Okay, I'm giving you an example. In the last 2-3 years, because I'm interested in the street kids problems, and there is a question in my mind about the change in the child behavior from a victim to a criminal. Under pressure, he moved from this behavior to this behavior. And I was asking myself why, and I asked the European Unity to support this research. They exhausted me, really, to support it. And after January, I found a letter coming from them, not only for the research support, but to build a center for criminology and victimology in the Middle East for the first time. And this something new for us, that we have a new point of view coming from their side. They started to respect our research and our ideas and support what we have. So I think we are in a different position now, and the others outside are looking to us in a different scope, different scene, and I hope it improve our situation now.
Which of course is becoming a self-fulfilled prophecy.
Yes.
That we are being seen positively and becoming positive ourselves.
I hope so, yeah.
We definitely hope to see that change and that everything would turn into the positive into the future. Dr. Hashim Bahari, Professor of Psychiatry at Al-Azhar University, it was a real pleasure having you with us on the
Thanks a lot.
Show.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Doctor. It was a pleasure to have you with us. And now what do we move to? Maisa, we take a look at Egypt in their eyes. Our report, do stay tuned for that.